We've been in a nice quiet stretch of weather around here for more than a week, but that is going to change in the middle part of the week. Actually, some fairly active weather heading our way. We've got a cold front cutting through the upper Midwest and a storm system bringing a lot of moisture out of the Gulf of Mexico that is going to continue to move to the north, swept up by that cold front, spreading quite a bit of rain up the Appalachians and portions of the eastern seaboard. So here's a look at some computer model information. This comes from the Weather Bell Models site. This is a site worth checking out if you're interested in looking at the computer models. Really cool. It is free for the time being, although I think eventually it's going to become part of a subscription. So one of the best weather model sites on the internet. Here's a look at the simulated radar from the NAM model, and you can see the combination of those two systems, the front back here over the Great Lakes, and then the low pressure surging out of the Gulf of Mexico, a lot of moisture out ahead of it. We've moved forward now to early Tuesday. It's about 10 o'clock Tuesday morning, starting to see some showers breaking out across Long Island, Connecticut, and portions of Rhode Island. This is the warm front right in here that we'll be pushing through during the day on Tuesday, and then we'll get into the warm sector, and back here is the cold front that will come through later on with the storm. So I expect to see some scattered showers around here. Could be some heavy downpours on Tuesday. Those showers, though, may push through by mid-afternoon, and then it'll be windy. It'll be cloudy. It'll be relatively mild by late in the day. Not a lock that any sporting events, though, will be washed out on Tuesday in the afternoon or the evening. Starting to see a lot of showers to our west Tuesday evening. Those come moving through Tuesday night. Once again, there is the potential for some heavy downpours. Looks like the heaviest rain will be to our west in the Connecticut River Valley and the Hudson River Valley, but we could pick up some heavy showers in Rhode Island and southeastern Massachusetts as well. This system cutting through and the rain tapering off on Wednesday, probably midday into the afternoon, and then we'll start to dry out by late in the day on Wednesday. One of the things we'll be watching for, the potential for some pretty strong winds with this storm system. Well, we'll get rid of that there for a second. Some pretty strong winds with this storm system, and it looks like we're going to see the strongest winds off to our west once again. So we're not going to get the worst that this storm has to offer, but there is the potential for some heavy showers and some strong gusty winds, especially near the coastline. Now, what we're looking at right here, these are the winds about 3,000 feet or so off the surface, and really a screaming low-level jet, as we call it. And once you get into the tan shading or the yellow shading, you're looking at winds that are between 55 and 70 knots. So near hurricane force, again, that's about 3,000 feet off the surface, gets even stronger than that. Some 70 plus, 75 knot winds around New York City. Now, not at the surface. Those are above the surface, but it gives you an indication of the kind of strong winds and the dynamics of this system that's heading our way. These are the 10-meter winds, so a lot closer to the surface. And once you get into the blue shading, you're looking at winds that are over 20 knots. The darker blues, the deeper blues, the brighter blues indicating some winds over 30 knots, and you'll see those winds getting pretty close to the coast of Rhode Island and southeastern Massachusetts. So that's where I think the strongest winds with this system are going to be. Now, are we talking about damaging winds? Probably not. We're in the lower end of the scattered damage category, where you could see some weak tree limbs coming down. Of course, the leaves are all still on the trees, so anything that's damaged or diseased may be coming down, because we could have some wind gusts in that 30 to 45 mile per hour range, especially down by the coastline and on the islands. So not a widespread damaging wind, but some scattered damage is possible. Headlines with this system: scattered showers coming through Tuesday with that warm front, windy and mild in the afternoon once that warm front pushes through, temperatures into the 70s. Showers may take a break for a little while and then come back at us Tuesday night. That's when we'll see some of the strongest winds as well. So wet and wild around here Tuesday evening into early Wednesday morning. Showers for the Wednesday morning commute. There could be some heavy downpours. Can't rule out some thunderstorms. And then the rain tapering off by midday and into the afternoon. What is going on after this system comes through? Well, interesting stuff in the atmosphere. I'll have an update on this in the long-range forecast for the Right Weather Pro subscribers, but everything moving in the wrong direction. Some serious blockage going on over the North Atlantic, and you see weather systems moving from east to west instead of west to east, and that rain just offshore for us by late in the work week. I'll let you know if we're looking at some showers around here and if we're still looking at a cool end to the month of September with that long-range forecast coming up later on today.